Yeah, hi gang. Fraser Buchanan here from the Heart Party. It is, Friday night before the big one, and just kicking back, relaxing after a big day at the office, and a big day put in by a lot of people at the pre-polls, and a lot of people working hard to try for our objective to try and get people to support our party and what we're about, and wake people up to what's going on in the big picture and get them aware of the government, how the governments are failing us, and the corporate uh, control that the governments are beholden to. Quite outrageous, but it is really quite outrageous that we have both the blue and red teams with an army of people out there, just an absolute army, and none of them have any understanding of the policies or the big picture or the fact that uh, both sides of the bird, the two wings of the same bird, are uh, fully compromised and fully beholden and owned by these corporate entities, particularly, our supermarket chains. I think, as I mentioned, there are two most successful supermarkets in the world, most profitable, and yet they are relatively small compared to other ones across the world, but they are the most profitable, and by far. They're both Coles and Woolworths getting around about I think it's Coles getting about a 34% return on equity, and Woolworths about 28% return on equity, whereas supermarkets in the US are around about 1.5 to 2%, and they're profiting very well. And these two supermarkets are just obviously gouging us to extremes, and their profits have just increased since COVID and all the rest of it. And our government is doing nothing about it because they're beholden to them. They're too frightened to do anything about it. They've actually suggested that they're going to give some sort of a rebate to low-income earners to help them get by and pay these exorbitant prices, rather than coming down on this duopoly and dismantling them and holding them to account. They're going to make the taxpayers try and subsidise them. So they'll actually be subsidising paying these extreme prices rather than dealing with the prices themselves. So they are pathetic, and this is a sort of cultural problem that we have. We also have the banks, which are just rorting us big time. We have 4 of the top 8 banks in the world. There are hundreds of banks in the world, but we happen to have 4. Our big 4 are in the top 8 profiteering banks in the world. And given that they only deal with the Australasia sector, they're not sort of global funders or banks. They are only in the Australasia sector, and yet they are the most profitable banks. And they're just rorting us, and they're saying, "Oh, we haven't got any money. We can't. We need more money. We're going to have to charge fees for using cash, and fees for everything." Gobsmacking, absolutely gobsmacking. And the government is allowing them to continue, and there are loopholes in their system which allows them to get away with doing all sorts of terrible things, pillaging people. It's outrageous, and our governments are beholden to them. Then we have other major corporate entities that are just rorting the system, which is outrageous, like PricewaterhouseCooper. They fund the government to the tune of about $5 million each per year, both sides. Not one side more than the other, because they have some sort of belief that the red or the blue team are more aligned with their thinking, because they're not. So they give them both the same. It's an each way bet. All it is about compromising them. And then PwC get about $600 million worth of contracts for their $5 million donation, and they draw policies up for the government that allow these multinationals to funnel money out of the country. They leave doorways there for them to get away without paying tax, and it's unbelievable. And and you won't hear the government dealing with any of this stuff at all. There was a Banking Royal Commission, and they adopted the findings of the Banking Royal Commission, but they didn't implement them. They tried to implement one thing, but then there was an actual clause that was left in there, which meant it meant nothing. It was just window dressing, and anyway, that was brought to the attention of some of the members in Parliament, and they jumped up and down about it and said the loophole has to be closed. So they closed it, but then the banks got on to the finance minister and his chief deputy and said, "What's going on, boys? You can't do this. You know who runs the show? It's us. Get rid of that. We don't want to be held to account." And so they said they got rid of it. Simple as that. So, red team, blue team, they're all the same. Two wings of the same bird. The only way we're going to get change is to get independence in there. People with clean hands, non-compromised, hold them to account. That's the only option that we have. And that's what we can do. So people need to do that. You're not happy with the way it's going, the cost of living, cost of housing. They're milking you with every cent that they possibly can. They want to keep milking you. They're going to milk you harder and harder and harder until you've just got nothing. And the wealthy are getting richer, 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 and the poor are getting poorer. Cost of power, cost of everything. It's unbelievable what they're doing to us. And it seems that people are so dumb and so switched off about it, so detached. And the red and the blue teams, they don't even know what their policies are. And here they are, just beholden to these guys, these red and blue teams are just fighting over nothing, they're the same things. So peripheral, so petty. All of our wealth is being hoovered out of this country by these multinationals, and all these tax havens are there for them to party on. They're laughing at us, and our government is allowing it to happen, encouraging it. It's disgusting. And then our politicians go and get these beautiful jobs afterwards with these big multinationals, high-paid jobs where they're doing nothing. It's unbelievable. It's sickly. It's revolting. And it's got to stop. And the only way it's going to stop is to get independents or small parties. The Heart Party, that's us. Vote for us. Vote for change. Gerard Rennick, absolutely. Michael O'Neill, Andy Schulmer for the Citizens Party. Got to get these guys in. Get myself in there. Anyone but these majors. You cannot vote for the majors. But anyway, I want to thank all those people who've helped me so much in this campaign. All those people, letterbox dropping, all the stuff that's going on, all the work that's involved against these monolithic giants that are just core-fluting us out of this. Core-fluting. If you took an aerial shot of Australia, it'd be a sea of red and blue placards all over the place. It's unbelievable. If you look at it from Google Earth, you get this red and blue glow across Australia at this very moment. But in amongst it, there's some purple and some other colours in there that are starting to glow strong, and we need your support. So to get this change that we need so badly, I absolutely ask for your support. And I thank all those people who've helped so much, and credit to you all. And you're doing it because it's for the right reasons, because we want a better country for our kids, and we're not going to leave this. We're not going to leave a legacy like what's unfolding. These people are asleep. They've got no idea what's going on. They're zombified. Media is corrupted and owned. Anyway, I won't ramble any longer. Thank you so much, everyone. And see you all tomorrow. So vote one, Fraser Buchanan, Heart Party, authorised by Michael O'Neill, 1800 Nulla Nulla Creek Road, Bellbrook. Cheers. Have a great day. And thank you again. Bye.